Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, my name is Michelle, and here on this channel I do all types of mommy videos, so baby updates to mostly product reviews, and I'm branching out into a few different little videos here and there. So if those are the type of videos you guys like to watch, then I'd love you to consider hitting that red subscribe button so you can see every time I have a new video. So today I'm going to be doing Kai's 8 and 9 month update. I decided to combine them because I'm behind, and also because I just feel like there's not been too much change between those, so I just figured I'd just put them together. So as per usual, I'll be talking about any changes or things that are going on with him with sleeping, eating, and development. And then at the end I'll talk about some favorite baby products that I've been loving for these last few months. So first, sleeping. He's still taking a 1.5 to 2 hour nap, and he usually takes about 2 naps a day. If the naps are too short, then he takes 3, but usually it's about 2. He sleeps about 11 to 12 hours at night. He's been struggling to fall asleep for naps and at nighttime, and I think a lot of that is teething, and I was needing to lengthen his wake windows. So for Kai and for me, like, that's a sign that I need to make his wake windows longer, is when I notice I put him down and he won't fall asleep for half an hour, 45 minutes, sometimes an hour, that he'll be in there crying and I keep going in to try and put him down. That signals to me that he's not quite tired yet. So in order to get him back on his right sleeping schedule, I've been trying to really make sure that he's getting enough calories during the day and during his nap, like before his nap time, so that he's nice and full, and that will also help him to not wake up to feed at night if he's having enough calories. So all his calories should be during the day. So I've been making sure he's drinking enough milk and that I'm offering him enough food. And then I also stretch his wake windows to make sure that he'll be sleeping. So he was struggling, and then he has some sleep disturbances due to teething, and he's been waking up early and not wanting to go back to sleep. So mostly in the 8 months, it was like he was waking up at like 5 a.m. and no matter what you would do, change his diaper, give him a bottle, put him back down, he wouldn't go back to sleep. So I knew that was a sign as well that I needed to play around with his wake windows, and I needed to play around with his food and his bottles, like how many ounces I was giving him, to really try and push him, because there was a reason why he kept waking up at that time and wouldn't go back to sleep. So we had to play around with his wake windows and stuff like that. He's still been waking up once a night. Mostly I feel like it's teething or he has poo, so we have to, you know, change his diaper and everything. So usually he'll go back to sleep quite easily, change a diaper, bottle, and he's down. I'm kind of leaving that alone because I think his wake windows are good. I think he's getting enough calories during the day. He wakes up because he needs that diaper change, and he's hungry because he's obviously had like a number 2. So I'm kind of leaving that alone. His teething, there's a lot going on, but he goes back to sleep right away, so that's really good. And hopefully he'll kind of grow out of that again. His wake windows is, he was awake for 2 hours, so I switched that to 3 hours. So between his first morning wake up and his first nap, there's a 3-hour wake window. So I stretch that by an hour, and then I do a 3.5 window between his first nap and his second nap. So it used to be 3 hours, and I just stretched it by half an hour because I don't think he's quite ready to go to 4 hours. So I usually stretch it 3.5 hours, then he goes for his second nap, and then between his second nap and his bedtime, I usually do 3 hours because I tried to stretch it and I think that was too much for him. So he does about 3 hours to 3.5 hours depending on the day and like what's going on, but between 3 and 3.5 hours between his last nap and bedtime. And so that's been kind of working well for him. In terms of feeding, he hasn't been that interested in baby-led weaning, which is really sad because he was doing so well, but I think with the teething, he was just not interested really in eating anything except like drinking his bottles. So I feel like he was taking a lot more purees. He was not wanting to, you know, like feed himself. So we're trying to get him back on track with that because he was doing so well, but now he's just kind of started refusing a little bit. So Or slowly. What I basically do is I will offer him baby-led weaning. I will give him some food with every single meal, so breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I will offer him something to feed himself, but I will also feed him like yogurt or purees, and I'll feed him that while he's doing his baby-led weaning or after he's done that, just to make sure he's eating enough and that he's full, but he's also, you know, exploring with the baby-led weaning again, because as I told you guys, we are doing combo feeding. That's just kind of what works for us. So that's what we're having to do to try and get him more interested, but his appetite is definitely affected by his teething. So his rough feeding schedule is same. He has a bottle after he wakes up. He has his puree or his baby-led weaning, and then he has another bottle before he goes for a nap. So usually when he wakes up from a nap, he has a 5-ounce bottle, and then before he goes down for a nap, he usually has a 4-ounce, and that's kind of where he is. He just can't finish one whole bottle in a sitting, so that's kind of why I've had to split it up. In terms of development, he is pulling up on everything. Pulls up on the play kitchen, pulls up on the couch. He's learning how to get back down, because he was getting up in the crib and he wouldn't know how to get back down, so I'd have to come back in and lay him down. But now he knows how to go from pulled up on something to putting himself back on the floor. So I feel a little bit more comfortable with that, and with him in the crib. He's trying to climb things, so when he's on the back of the couch, he's trying to put his legs up to like go over and get to stuff. And I'm just like, oh boy, this kid is doing way too much. I'm actually probably gonna pull out the little lion walker I had with Mia. It was just like a little thing that had toys on the front, and it helps him to kind of try and take a few steps. So I'm just gonna pull that out for him, just to help him have something else to help him with his standing and stuff like that. He has 2 teeth on the bottom. His 2 bottom teeth have popped out, so I think that's why his teething calmed down for a little bit. It's getting up there again, so I'm sure there are some more teeth coming in. I can't see them yet, but he has 2 little teeth on the bottom, which is so cute. He's in love with Frozen 2. Like, he will watch Frozen 2. He could probably watch it all day. We watch it at least once a day in this house because he loves it. He will watch it from beginning to the very end of the credits. Every song, every scene, he sits there like he's so into it, in a trance, almost like a zombie, which I know is probably bad, but he absolutely loves the whole thing. I don't know if it's just the movement, the color, but no other movies or shows get him as interested as Frozen 2. So once a day we'll watch that. He'll kind of just chill out and look at it, and he'll might play with a few toys, but we usually watch that once a day because he absolutely loves it. It's so cute. In terms of clothes, he's wearing 9 months in probably mostly onesies and some sleepers. And then he's also wearing 6 to 12 months in sleepers and clothes. So we buy some stuff at Walmart, and Walmart does those in-between sizes. So 0 to 3, 3 to 6, 6 to 9. Oh no, they don't do 6 to 9. They do 3 to 6 and then do 6 to 12. So it's like a range. Like, it's not just 12 months or 6 months or whatever. So he wears 6 to 12 months from when I buy at Walmart, and other places he's wearing 9 months or 12 months he's starting to go into. So I think the 9-month clothing is probably phasing out pretty soon. In terms of his weight, we did weigh him, and he is 19.6 pounds, so 19 pounds and 6 ounces, and I can't even believe that he's almost, like, he's getting so big, it's crazy. And his height, he is 29 inches, so he's getting big, which is, oh, he's such a little joy. Like, I love his little smile with his 2 little teeth, and just like all the new things he's doing. It's so amazing. In terms of my current favorite baby products and toys, what we've been loving is this Boone feeding spoon. I'll put a picture of it if I can find it. My friend had given it to me with my daughter, and I never opened it, never used it. But basically what it is it's a spoon where you open the back and you put the purees in there, and then you squeeze it and it comes through to the tip of the spoon. There's a little hole, so it squeezes it out onto the spoon, and you can feed them that way. And it has a little cover for the spoon part, so you can just kind of like store food in there. So it was really great, because the other day we did go to the zoo for the first time since all this pandemic stuff has happened, and I was trying to figure out how I was gonna feed him on the go, and I didn't want to be like have a container of food and squeezing the pouch onto the spoon and all that. So this was the perfect option because I just loaded it up and then I just squeezed it out onto the spoon and put it into his mouth. So it was the easiest and mess-free way to feed him. So if you're feeding a baby on the go, I think that is an awesome product. I kind of wish I used it earlier, but I mean, we never really went anywhere that I needed to use it, but that's perfect for traveling or for going anywhere. Makes it so much easier to feed your baby. And the other thing is I bought a stroller fan. I will put a picture of it and link it. It's from Amazon, and what I love about this fan is that it has 3 levels of speed, and then it also has an LED light, and it has 3 levels of light of brightness. So I mean, it's really cool that if you need to have it, you can have the light on. If you're going for a walk and it's nighttime, you can kind of have it so you can sort of see your baby and your baby can see you. And it's really nice that you have different levels of speed. My child is a hot box, so when we go for walks, he's always sweating. No matter what, he'll just be in the house and the AC is on and his nose is sweating. So he just runs very hot. He's very hot natured, and so the stroller fan is awesome. Like if I want to, I can put it in the car and I can have it attached to his car seat just to blow some extra air on him and just to keep him cool. So I really love that, and I love that the legs of it are like bendable, so it's not just the clip one, it's the one that winds around stuff. So that's super helpful. And it also is USB rechargeable. It does have a battery in it. It's like a, I don't know what kind of battery it is, but it is USB charge. So you just kind of plug it in and charge it. You can charge it in the car, charge it on the go, which is really nice, so that if it does die on you, you can reuse that. So that's really nice for, you know, in the car, going for walks. If we go to the zoo, or, you know, places where it's going to be a little bit hotter. So that helps with your baby. I think that's something that we'll probably use here for the next, you know, a couple months or so before it gets cool and then we don't need to use it. But I think it's an awesome product. Anyways, guys, that is it for this 8 to 9 month update. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you guys aren't already subscribed, hit that red subscribe button so you can join my little internet family, because I'd love to have you guys here. So I just wanted to mention to you guys really quickly that I have started a new Instagram page. So I had an Instagram that was kind of like my personal one / YouTube, but I've created one solely for my YouTube items. Over there I'm gonna just kind of post products and that maybe I don't dedicate a whole review to, like how I do here. If I want to talk about a quick product, I'll kind of throw up a picture there of some things that I've been loving with the kids. That's where I'll post some pictures of the kids and our family and things like that, and things about motherhood. So if you guys want, I will leave the name here and you guys can check it out and follow me over there, and then we can kind of talk and socialize. I'd love to have you guys. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video. Love you guys. Bye.